They just came out with a trailer for The Creator, the latest movie from director Gareth Edwards, not Gareth Evans. He's the guy who directed The Raid. Gareth Edwards is probably most well known for Godzilla 2014 and Rogue One in 2016. And it's funny, they tout in the trailer that he's the director of Rogue One, but that was kind of a weird situation because Tony Gilroy came in very late in the game, did a ton of reshoots. It's unclear how much he changed the movie after Gareth Edwards. But I remember walking away. I was about to say walking away from that as if I was like on set, my experience. But all the coverage of it gave me the impression that Tony Gilroy kind of had to fix that movie.
That was a good movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that movie led right into Andor, very similar tone.
Yeah.
I remember thinking Rogue One was my favorite of the new Star Wars movies, more than Force Awakens, more than Last Jedi, if you can believe it.
I don't even remember, like, that whole trilogy, I like the side stories like Rogue One. The main trilogy, I like don't remember anything from it. Like nothing about it like stuck out for me.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. And I think part of it is just there's so much content, Daniel. None of them have a chance to shine, you know?
I thought maybe it was just that it wasn't good.
No, you're wrong. So, yeah, anyway, I mean, Rogue One aside, I don't know how much Tony Gilroy had to fix that movie or whatever. Gareth Edwards, though, I have a positive opinion of him. I thought Godzilla was decent. So I'm interested to see what else he can do. And they just came out with this trailer for The Creator. What did you think of this trailer?
I thought it seemed cool. I was really excited at the beginning of the trailer because they introduced this idea of like, I love the idea of this, like the general announcing, look guys, like the AI we created to like protect us, it turned on us and we're all going to need a fight. Sorry guys. Like I thought that was kind of cool seeing that actual announcement and some of just the sequences of the action and stuff, like fighting these like robots, I thought looked really cool. I like that there was sort of a space element. Like he was talking about going to like an island in the sky and we saw these structures around the earth. I thought that was really cool. When it shifted to like the secret weapon is this like little girl robot that looks like his daughter, and then somebody was telling him that he has to kill her and stuff, I got like much less interested. Yeah. It just, I don't know. It just felt silly to me.
Yeah, we went down the exact same journey with this trailer.
Yeah.
Because at the start of it, first I rolled my eyes a little because of that line where it's like, heaven's for good people. I could never go there. I'm like, okay, you're dark and broody, very cool. But then you get to the AI announcement. And we were just talking earlier about how much we'd want to see a new take on Terminator where you lean more into the AI side of it, understand a little more of what actually happens there. And it looks like, hey, we're seeing that. Almost to the point of, this is like a ripoff almost. Like we're literally seeing the rise of Skynet. But it looked cool. Then halfway through, it turns a little more into District 9. Where now it's, okay, the AI are the good guys, and we need to kind of protect this kid. That was the impression I got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got to protect him. He's starting to see that actually the humans are the bad guys.
Yeah, because we start to see all these like little robot kids also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is interesting, but the vibe I got is that once you get to that point, it's almost no longer relevant that they're AI. It's more like here's a group of persecuted people that need to be protected, and now it's going to be an action adventure about protecting them. And I just don't want to lose that sci-fi element. And not just because I want to see more sci-fi, but also because that other story is one we've seen before.
Yeah.
And it feels a little bit generic. So I thought the trailer, it was almost like 50% looks cool, looks a little exciting, and 50% feels kind of generic. I can't tell if this is going to I can't tell how much is this going to be sci-fi or how much is it just a sci-fi premise as a springboard for an action adventure movie. That's what I'm not sure of. But I'm still intrigued by the movie. We'll see what that Rotten Tomatoes score is. And the audience reception. I don't always just agree with the critics.
We were talking earlier about like all these interesting directions you could take like the Terminator in, but like for this movie, like The Creator, and it sounds like this isn't what it's going to be, but like, and you've talked about this in your videos before about how it's nice to see sometimes just like archetypal common stories retold, like a good underdog story. Like I would love to just watch a movie that's like the first half of that trailer, which is AI turns on us, it tries to kill us all, humanity goes underground, fights for their lives, and wins. Like that is just a good, fun story to tell. Like I would love to just see a movie that tells that story.
Do we
again.
need to see another movie about how we're all the bad guys? Like in a sense, I know that some of the comments I've seen are that AI is not the problem. It's people. Like even for Terminator, we created the AI, and that's just a tool. So ultimately, we're the ones who destroyed the world. But I don't know where I'm going with that.
But,
Basically, what you
yeah.
just described, like I'd much rather watch that movie. And now this version that they're telling, where it's about protecting this group of people, that could, I mean, like we've seen it before, it could still be good. But there's nothing in the trailer that said to me, we're going to do it better than you've seen before. Or this is going to be a great telling of that story. That's kind of how I felt about Avatar. Like in defense of that movie, a lot of people complained we've seen this story before. But the point that I go back to a lot is there are themes that are worth revisiting over and over. And I just thought Avatar did a pretty good job at retelling that story with a fresh coat of amazing CGI paint. I'm not necessarily getting the impression that this is going to do that.
Yeah, and I guess like I'm just not as into these stories of like, and we're actually the bad guys or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I don't know, like it's just not enjoyable.
Yeah.
It serves a purpose, I suppose, you know, it does, but I don't know. It's always nice to just see some classic, fun underdog movies.
Yeah. So it's funny, when I first saw the trailer, I was like, I'm excited to talk to Daniel about this because this is a cool sci-fi, but it was on my second watch where I was like a little less excited. But like I said earlier, I'm still intrigued by this. I do think Gareth Edwards has talent. He's like, oh, thank God. Gil thinks I have talent. So I'm interested to see how this movie shakes out. I mean, you can't judge the movie by the trailer. For all we know, the movie is one thing. The marketing team makes it look like another thing. You know, they're choosing what to emphasize, what to cut out. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll go see it. Like any sci-fi movie, I'm not gonna skip.
Yeah, same here.
And one we didn't really say. I mean, visually, I thought it looked cool too.
Yeah.
Like,
visually it looked cool, and the use of Aerosmith's "Dream On."
The music was great.
Just a really cool tone for the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. Generally, the tone, like I liked if that's actually the tone of the movie. I think that was intriguing as well.
Yeah.